Tom Shannon, Bowlmor AMF is trying to attract millennials to your lanes. So how's your progress been so far?
It's been great. Revenues are up double digits. We're seeing a whole new influx of bowlers. We've changed the product. We've changed the perception of the sport.
And you acquired Brunswick lanes for $270 million. I think this was last year or maybe the year before. How have you folded their centers into yours?
So just to give you a little rundown, Bowlmor was the genesis of the larger company. We had 6 centers. We bought AMF in July of 13, so we went from 6 to 272, biggest in the world. And in September of 14, we bought 85 bowling centers from Brunswick. So how did we fold them in? We just followed the same game plan we did with AMF. We're augmenting the experience. It's not just sport bowling, it's an entertainment experience.
So can you talk about some of these centers, especially the way that you're redesigning them to attract these millennials, to make it cool?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, it's a whole new design palette, sort of industrial chic. So think of something really cool and architecturally interesting, but where you've got the sport of bowling. People love to bowl. The problem with bowling was that the experience had gotten run down. It wasn't relevant. When I bought Bowlmor, the original Bowlmor location in Union Square, New York, in 1997, bowling had sort of been left to the vestiges of leagues and it was run down. It wasn't an enjoyable experience. So what I did is I kept the bowling activity the same and I improved the wrapper. Better design, better service, better food, all of that. And we just keep evolving that model and making it better and better.
And one way you're increasing the hipness is through a brand new ad campaign with trick shot bowler, I think it's Jason Belmonte.
Yeah.
So talk about what makes him so cool and why he'll attract millennials and even younger generations.
I mean, Belmonte's the #1 bowler in the world. He's legitimately a great bowler. He's #1 on the tour, and he's a cool guy. He's an Aussie from the Outback. He comes in, and we created this ad campaign where the premise is why bowling is better than other activities on a Saturday night. We want people to think of bowling as an alternative to clubs, restaurants, movies on a Saturday night. We call it Bowling Night in America. So Belmonte does these trick shots, through a French restaurant and through a crowded bar and through a noisy club and hits the pins. It's great.
All right, and in 2015, I think you did $550 million in revenue. So can you talk about your expectations for growth in 2016? Also about how many more centers you're going to add?
Sure. Well, I mean, we're showing double-digit organic growth now. So on the same store base of about 320, I'd expect in fiscal 16, we'll be pushing 600 million. There's always the opportunity for acquisitions, and we're signing a couple of leases. So we're going to grow by new store, probably by acquisition, and organically.
All right, you keep growing, and then eventually, maybe you go public, because right now, Bowlmor AMF, you're privately held. You're partially owned by, I think, Cerberus, the big private equity shop. So any plans to, I don't know, wear your bowling shoes across the street at the New York Stock Exchange and ring the bell?
Certainly a possibility. I think we have a lot of alternatives for liquidity. We're certainly big enough to go public now, but there's no hurry. We keep growing. It's fun. We love it. So I think when the right opportunity presents itself, we'll take it.
You're on a roll. Thanks a lot,
Hey,
Tom
thank
Shannon.
you. Pleasure.
And thank you for watching The Street.